regular council meeting of the Village of Armada will now come to order. Will everyone rise and pledge allegiance to the flag?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all. We'll have roll call, please.
Shaw.
Here.
Clark.
Here.
Conan.
Here.
Bullock.
Here.
Baylor.
Here.
Cooper. Here. Elke. Here.
All right, approval of the agenda. What's council's wishes?
I make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
Moved by Cooper.
Shaw.
Any further discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Citizen comments, there's no citizens in the audience tonight. No presentations tonight. Administrative reports. You have a billing report in your packet. And also commissioners' reports at this time.
I have some parks news.
Go ahead.
Okay. The Boy Scouts are coming to town on May 20th. They think there's going to be between 2,000 and 3,000 boys at the fairgrounds Friday night and Saturday night. They are trying to put together 10,000 service hours while they're here. So I have some things in the park that could be done, not by me, would be great. So I'm going to see if there's no objection from the council if I could sign up a bunch of boys and work. They've got shifts like 9 to 11:30 and 2 to 4:30. And just ask for how many boys you need to do whatever you want them to do, and then they'll say yay or nay. So if there's no objection, I'm going to go ahead with that.
No objection.
Okay.
Good.
Kent Lawn Care has agreed to cut the grass in the park again this year for free.
Wow.
Kudos to them. The Adopted Garden program is almost full. All the gardens are adopted. They've all been worked to some extent so far. I have one paperwork that I'm still chasing after, but I'll get it. In working with Becky, we adjusted the paperwork a little bit because we came up with a different map. The original one was kind of hard to understand. It didn't orient to any direction, whatever. So we made it a little more clear, and then we made extra copies of the agreement so that they can keep it. So they have the requirements with them all year, what dates they're responsible for, and what how tall and all that stuff. So we'll keep that with them. I applied for a grant from Fort County Community Foundation for money for advertising for Armada Jams. That's always been the weakest part of the program, is that there isn't any money for advertising. I just print those little flyers at home, and Becky prints them here, and we pass them out till they're gone. So I asked for $865, and I got it. Yeah. So there's going to be advertising in the Record and the Source, alternating. They'll start mid-June until early August. So it'll end like the week before August 2nd. The concerts end August 9th. So there'll be something every week. And then there's money to get a bunch of flyers printed, a lot, so that we can leave them here and we can put them some in Romeo and around at places without worrying about running out.
Sam, while you're talking about the Fort County, I just wanted a side note. I talked to Jason about, he says there's a lot of money there that they'd like to give to Armada, but nobody ever applies for anything, no grants.
Okay.
Hey, Sam, what about a
can
playscape?
we can
I've
find
had
that.
several people ask me about.
Those things are $40,000-$50,000.
Oh, I think, yes, I don't.
You might apply to the Fort County.
I can see.
They're begging for us to,
I know they're excited to be in the community.
yeah, they want to.
Yeah, so.
Money's there.
We could use that bad. If we get something, and I don't know, if we get some kind of
Something.
community thing going to
Right.
raise money.
That would be great. I'm contacting vendors now about the needed repairs to the pump house roof, either repair or replace. And once I have more information, I'll bring it back. I'm hoping to get that done this summer. The Armada Jam sponsorship letters are out and the sponsorships are rolling in. This is like an awesome, amazing thing to me. I would like to extend a very heartfelt thank you to the community for its support. It makes a difference. If we didn't have it, we wouldn't have a program. So far, the following businesses that have signed up are Ackett's, the Armada Fair, the Armada Health Mart, Carl Ballard and Sons, Consumers Energy, Delecki Welding, Duncan Insurance, KO Studios, Kraus Veterinary Clinic, Lakestone Bank and Trust, Lick's Ice Cream Shop, Main Street Chiropractic, Mobile Express on 32 Mile Road there, Papa's Family Restaurant, South End Car Wash, Finkner's Ace, Grunwald Dentist, and Rowe.
Man, oh man, fantastic.
So isn't that great? I mean, you just, fabulous.
So is there a amount that they pledge, or?
If they get, the way it's set up is that if you're a first year sponsor, it's $300 and that, $100 of that pays for that banner. They're 3 feet by 8 feet. And then if you're a renewal, a banner renewal person, it's $200 every year after that. If you wanted to do just a stake sign, they're 18 by 24, you know, those stake signs that go in, that's $100.
Okay.
And I save those year after year, so some people just do that. That's great. And then I have a little donor box, like, surprise us, but nobody's done that. No surprises so far.
Taco Jam.
No, wouldn't that be nice? Yeah.
I think we should let them know we'd like to have a playscape. We might be surprised.
I can check it out and see what, I thought that they provided seed money for programs. I don't know that they really, put in big
You can look.
things, yeah.
Because you gotta watch the ADA requirements on that. That was the thing that we were running into, is that the ADA, you really have to make sure.
I know when the township they had I could find out from Mary, the company, they did a great job, but it was $40,000.
Right, yeah,
Yeah, it would be, it would be.
it's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Mhm.
And it takes up a lot of room. You have to have like a big circular, which we don't really have because of the cement pond that we have there.
Mhm.
Just have that little sideways.
Well, we could, the stuff we have in there is, I played on it as a kid.
It still works.
You played on it at the elementary school as
Yeah,
a kid.
yeah,
some of
not
it.
there.
Yeah.
Ross
Yeah, we
got
all
it
did.
over
Yeah,
here.
he moved
Yeah.
it from the old
Yeah.
elementary.
This would be nice to get
That's
us.
why you got gray hair.
Right.
Well, and maybe the cement area could be lessened, like cut in half.
Slot
Let
cut
let the basketball be down at that end and just put more grass or something out front and give you more room.
Too bad we can't make it a skating rink in the
It
winter.
doesn't.
You could
We
take,
don't. We
That's what it
haven't.
was
We
put
haven't
in
done that
for.
in years.
Like, that would be
That's what it was put
amazing
in
if we
for.
could do that.
that's
We
what,
did.
that's what we
They have
tried
to.
to do and it just never worked.
That
Yeah,
would be cool.
yeah. They did that
They did
for a
do
lot
it
of
for a
years.
few-
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be neat.
Cool. That's what it was put in for.
Nice, Sam.
Thank you.
Good job, Sam.
Yes, yeah, very good, Sam. That's a lot of good work you put into it, so
Yeah, I got,
Which
yep.
is
really
nice,
appreciate it.
especially the donors.
West Main Street would be Mr. Ballard's,
Thank you, Mr. President. I've been working with Willie Swade from MDOT. MDOT has come up with some different requirements on the request for proposal for engineering, which came out on the 2nd of April, I think on 4/2. And working with him, and I think Michelle and I now have a handle on it, and those proposals will be going out shortly. That's it.
very good. Thanks, Mr. Ballard. Consent agenda approval of the regular council.
Excuse me, Barb, I got one thing on the
Oh,
planning.
good, okay, I'm sorry.
Because we're having a public hearing on the sign ordinance, the planning commission is meeting Wednesday. Usually it's the first first Monday of the month, but this month is gonna be the 10th, May the 10th, Wednesday at 7:30. So you're all invited.
May 10th
Feel welcome.
at 7:30.
Thank you.
Yep.
Where's that at?
Anyone else?
Right here.
Okay, approval of the regular council meeting minutes of April 24th and the payment of bills. What's council's wishes?
Mr. President, I'll move the consent agenda to be accepted as presented.
A second?
Been moved and supported. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. And we have no old business tonight. And the new business is going to be the sewer plant. And Mr. Clark, your department, please.
Sure. I passed out information, everybody. We have from Jet Company here, Pump and Valve, the work that they've done on the lift station and the pump they put in that we were renting. As you can see on the second page, down here, the whole total, which includes the, them coming out for the emergency thing and then setting up the, this pump, is a total of $10,053.58. That gave us one new pump. They had the old pump, they were waiting to hear if we wanted it rebuilt or not. At this time, we're not going to. Chris has asked them to send that back, so we'll have for a spare. So we still have one of the old pump in there, the one that Chris had mentioned that the cord got tangled up in it. That got pulled out and straightened out. And they need to come out one more time to button things up because they weren't gonna permanently put that pump in until they knew that we were buying it. Because as far as they were concerned, it was just gonna be a rental.
Right.
So this price includes them coming back out there, straightening everything out and buttoning up the whole situation.
Is it a brand new pump?
Yes, it is a brand new
Okay,
pump.
cool.
Yeah. So at this time, I would like to make a motion to pay Jet Company a total of not to exceed $10,053.58.
Support.
It's been moved and supported. Any further discussion?
Can I ask one question, Steve?
Sure.
I thought that we would get a credit for the rental fees, correct?
Yes,
Against that amount?
right. The rental would go towards the purchase.
Okay, so I just was curious, have we paid any of the
No.
rental? We have not.
No,
So we're
we have
paying-
not. So we're
That's the purchase cost?
yes, we're purchasing it.
Okay. And they will not, they will forgive us those invoices?
Yes, they will. Yes, that pump will be ours then.
How long is the warranty on this pump?
I want to say it's 2 years. I'll get with Chris though.
Okay.
And while we're talking about it, if the people could stop flushing what they call our disposables down the toilet, it would really help things out. Because by the time they flush it and it gets to the lift station, it hasn't degraded at all. And it's not good for the plant either. They've had to clean things out, things get jammed up down there. So if you could refrain from flushing those items down the toilet, it would be appreciated.
Please refer to your water bill. We listed a lot of things on there that you
Mhm.
think may be flushable, but they're not. So.
Yeah.
Okay, any further discussion then? If not, we're gonna have a roll call on this one.
Okay.
Clark,
Yes.
Ballard,
Yes.
Delkey,
Yes.
Shaw,
Yep.
Cooper,
Yes.
Conan,
Yes.
Wallach.
Yes. Motion carried.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
All right, permission for the Armada Janice banners. Sam, do you have comments on that?
Yes, there's two things going on here. The planning commission is proposing an adjustment to the sign ordinance so that there's an option to make the application to have a permit for a sign usage that falls outside the normal realm of things, which I think is a good solution for the problem that the park has been having with the banners on the fence. When I started the sponsorship program many years ago, I was just a volunteer in the community, and the decision was made that we could put the banners on the fence. And turns out later that it's really not in accordance with the ordinance. So this is a good solution for us because it allows us to go to the planning commission and ask for a temporary special sign usage permit, right? And the things, the planning commission has set up the criteria for themselves that would be to permit unique applications of signage that supports the goals of the village and is not injurious to the community at large. And they have certain things that they need to know, like where will the signs be, the who, what, where, when, and why, how big, how long, that sort of stuff. And do you have permission from the landowner to put the sign up in that spot? So what I want to do is go to the planning commission meeting on Wednesday and apply for a special, unique sign usage permit for the banners in the park so that they're in accordance with the ordinance then. And I need permission, I need to know that the council, as the landowner, is okay with me making that request and that they're okay with me actually going through the process of doing that.
And those are just temporary signs, right?
Yeah, they'll go up June 12th and they'll come down August 21st. The last concert is August 9th, but I usually leave them up the week of the fair. Just
Yeah, that's nice.
And then, yeah, and then we take it down. And there, usually it'll go, like, from that corner by the pump house, that whole eastern border of the
Right.
fence
All the way across.
technically is
Yep.
filled. And this year we have 18. So it'll be like probably 2 lines of banners on that.
Great.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah, that's about at capacity. You know, if we get more next year, we'll have to have a different plan with the sign arts, but every year it would be for a specific time frame. So, you have to do it every year.
I have a
Nice
question.
report.
How does it work? Okay, I know it's on our side, but that fence also is on the neighboring houses. I mean, do they have any say-so, or have you talked to any of the neighbors back there?
Years and years ago, we talked to people and everybody was supportive of doing something in the park,
Okay.
having the park cleaned up and having it, you know, active rather than just sort of a place to go and create mischief. As far as I know, there hasn't been any complaints ever about the signs in the park.
Okay, I just wanted to mention it, so something doesn't come up that
Yeah.
throws a monkey wrench into
Right.
it.
And Sam, you'd have to go before planning commission every year to do this?
Yeah, every year you'd have to have a permit for the summer season. So, and without the change to the sign ordinance, I really don't have a program, right? Because
Exactly.
once I knew that it's not in accordance, then you don't want to do it anymore, right? So this is a good solution.
But there's gonna be something in this ordinance that we could have a temporary sign.
That temporary unique.
Yep,
Permit,
yep.
yeah.
It says, when you know that it's going to exceed the display period or the sign area or the height or whatever the limitations are, then you can go to the planning commission and request a special usage permit. And that's what I'm going to do. So it just has to be something that supports the goals of the village and doesn't do harm to the greater good in any way, right? So they say in here that the intent is to make the determination based on the reason for the request rather than to focus on the impact of the signs in the community, so that, you know, it's, I think that's their way of saying that businesses and, you know, it has to be something for the greater good of the community versus,
Right,
right.
which it is.
Seems fair, and I think that this suits that purpose. It's for the greater good of the community. Without the banners, there's no program. It's a free event all summer.
And what is the size of a typical banner?
3 feet by 8 feet.
Okay. I mean, do you foresee, I mean, it'd be great, I mean, you get so many that you don't have room of maybe scaling things down a little bit?
If I have
Any
to
of the newer
read,
ones? or-
We got it made, they're made.
yeah, they're already
We
made.
make all of them.
Okay.
There's some of them that are smaller. If a business has their own banner and they want to
Okay.
put that up, then I put that up. But there's very few of those. Would you know? That'd be a happy problem to
Yeah,
have,
but-
and I'd be.
And is that fence 6 foot tall? I mean, you
Yeah.
can double stack them?
Yep,
Okay.
Yep, I can.
Very good.
Make a motion, Sam.
Okay. So do I need a motion for that? Or
Yes,
no?
you
Yeah, well, there's one written.
Okay. I don't have that piece of paper.
There you go, Sam.
Thank you. So, I resolve to allow the Parks Commissioner to go before the Planning Commission seeking approval of a unique application for signage for the banners during the Armada Jam's 2017 season.
Second.
Okay?
Moved and support. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Good, motion carried.
Great.
Thanks, Sam.
I'd like to encourage anybody who has not been to those concerts to go. It's a great program that she does, and it's every week, it's something different, it's fantastic.
I've
We're
never
having an
been.
Elvis impersonator this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The K&O guys are doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll do a good job.
yeah,
Darren
that's,
Hagel, what's the
Well-
guy's name?
Oh,
He's on YouTube. I mean, Google it. It's
he's the Elvis guy, yeah, no, he's
Okay.
excellent.
He's got the swagger. He's got the sideburns. He's just.
I thought K&O were doing the Elvis too. I'm pretty sure I just talked to them.
K&O are doing the Elvis?
I think
Yeah, I think that is the Elvis guy near the backup band.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
okay.
play
Yeah.
for him,
Oh, all right.
yeah,
Yeah.
for those. they
They're
do.
the Burning Love band.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know you've been there a few times, but you should also come to see some of the good
I
bands.
know.
Next is the upcoming agenda items. Council have any?
Well, I think depending on how quickly the planning commission moves on the ordinance change, we'll have to make sure we get that.
For next meeting then.
Well, I don't know if it'll be that fast because we'll have to advertise, but
Yeah.
just to kind of keep it on the
Very good.
horizon.
So it's possible then for the next
Well, the next couple,
June
within the next few,
meeting?
possibly.
Yeah, all right. Citizen comments, there's no citizens in the audience. Council comments. Council have any comments at this time?
We got, I mean, we did our renewal for our work comp, and our credit this year is $5,780, so our premium, I don't have a copy of what the bill was, so premium went down by $5,780.
That's good.
That's great.
So, community events, any community events council wishes to announce?
I do.
Mr. Cohen?
On June the 11th, Sunday, I think it's Sunday, June the 11th. My daughter-in-law's sponsoring a 5K run walk. All proceeds will go to the school. And I have the application, so anybody interested in the application, I would be glad to get it to them.
Where are they running?
I think they're running from the library onto the trail and back, kind of.
Oh, they are, okay. I'll take an application.
Good.
You have it with you?
No, but we'll get them to you. How many you need?
Very good, thank you.
Okay.
We don't have a closed session tonight, it's fitting a proper rate now for adjournment.
The time is 7:22. I make a motion to adjourn.
Sport, nice shirt.
Who seconded?
I did.
I made it.
Okay, I didn't hear it, I'm sorry. Yeah, all right, so